Okay, let's go live. Somebody give me a sound check. Make sure I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. Also lets me know how long the delay is. So, tick tock, tick tock. Ooh, long delay today. Come on, John. You're normally my guy. Tells me if I'm okay, my sound's okay or not. Somebody. Okay, thank you, Joe. Thank you, John. 5 by 5, good enough. I'm gonna sit here and eat my lunch. Crackers. Peanut butter crackers. Yum. Finish this one off and we'll get started. Hey, Mr. Voodoo. Welcome. As always. Hey, Lee, how you doing? Okay. So the theme for today is community. Okay. And that's what the mail calls are all about today, community. I've got 2 and maybe 3 before the end of the live stream. And they all are community, our model railroad community related. I know Anthony passed on the news first, and then Lee about the passing of Chris from Hales Model Railroad. Sad. Didn't even know he was under the weather. So that didn't start the week off well. I, on the other hand, have had a fantastic week. And Anthony, I don't know how I think your brother-in-law passed as well. Our condolences. Despite those obstacles, I had a great week. My son and daughter-in-law came in from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and our English son, very special relationship. He and his wife, girlfriend, and mother-in-law all came in from the Manchester area, and I'm going to ignore John. Hey, John, how you doing today? Anyway, they came in. They come to Orlando every 2 years, but it's been 4 because of the showstopper for a few days, and we always make time and spend a couple days with them up in Orlando at the theme parks or at the resort, whatever, and had just an absolutely dynamite time. And then he goes down he's leaving today for Miami in the family, and he's got some clients down there in the Miami area. And then they're on I think it's a 4 or 5 day Caribbean cruise after that. So, and hey, Vinny, my son and daughter-in-law went back to Tennessee yesterday. So, for the last 2-3 weeks, I've been busy getting the house and the railroad and the yard all in order. Well, now I can sit back and give a little bit of a pause, so to speak, and get caught up and enjoy the railroad and do some more modeling and watch more videos. I was so far behind on videos. So I think I got caught up this morning, about an hour ago. So, and Bernard, hey, how you doing, buddy? Man, the whole gang's here. Cool beans. All we need is Jason now, right? And so, one of my Friday live streams would not be complete without me talking about Caboose Stop Hobbies. And no, I'm not giving him a shameless plug this time. But like so many YouTube channels, you know, we've all gotten to know each other. Some of us have even met each other, like John Linton and I. John and I, he reached out to me, I think it was last September, may have been August, about a year ago, and said he was in the Tampa Bay, St. Pete, Tampa Bay area. And we ended up getting together, and it turned into a great friendship, still is. We would run trains just about every Sunday morning, if not Sunday, then on a Saturday, until he moved away to Tennessee as well. But we still are stay in touch, and one of today's mail calls is from Mr. John Linton. So we'll get to that in a little while. And the other one is from a gentleman that I met via Caboose Stop Hobbies. And inevitably, well, let's back to Truck Up. Anybody that's watched them, I know Joe has, and a few others. It's an elderly lady and her elderly staff, and it's totally different. They do not have an internet store or even a Facebook store. They utilize YouTube, and they'll take a video camera and run it down and look and have everything numbered and priced and go through, and first person to post the number for a given item gets it. Okay. There's no bidding wars or anything like that. The prices are always excellent. And they haggle, not with the customers, but the staff amongst themselves. Well, shouldn't it be this? No, it should be that. It's just hilarious to watch and listen to. But anyway, there's one gentleman who's a lot closer to Cedar Falls, Waterloo, Iowa than I am. All right. And it milliseconds or nanoseconds or whatever it is, and he's a big Burlington fan, CB&Q fan like I am. Hey, hi. And so he's constantly beating me out on Burlington items. So I started giving him a hard time, and he said, well, I'll tell you what, we'll share. I said, well, cool, we'll share. And the next thing I know, this week, a package, he wanted to know my address, so I gave it to him, and we communicate via Messenger, and next thing I knew, yesterday a package arrived from him. And so that's the other mail call we have today. And I have not opened either one of them, so it'll be a fun thing to do as we go along. And the third, depending on the mailman, what time the mailman comes today, is from Jason, the train freak. If any of you don't know, Jason's a pretty prototypical model railroader. All right. And he's made the decision to go era specific in the 50s on the Cotton Belt and the Rock Island. And I think he's considering a small short line too. I'm not sure. And hey, JD. And so he's got a number of rolling stock that's outside of his mid 50s era that he's selling off, and he's got a spreadsheet posted. Check out his channel. You can find the spreadsheet and go look at what he has and make him an offer. I made him an offer on a couple items, and they're due. Yeah, exactly, John. Fierce competition, friendly. Fierce competition, I hope. And the thing about Caboose Stop, they do different sessions for different scales. And I know there's a lot of our community that's on the N scale portion or on the O scale portion. So it's not just us HO guys doing it. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So anyway, the third package is if it arrives, it's due to arrive today. It's just a matter of whether it arrives before before the stream's over, is from Jason. So it'll be cool. Oh, you've got the rail box cars there, Joe. Cool. Hey, Jack, welcome, sir. And I've got. Well, he wanted me to take an 86-foot or 83-foot box car, auto box, and they just won't run on my layout. At least I don't think they would, so I wasn't going to gamble with that. But he had a couple other items I was interested in. Another Wilson Icebox reefer. I'm going to set up a train in JMRI called the Meat Train, and it's going to have empty stock cars going west and full icebox reefers heading west out of the packing plant. So, and then do an exchange with Jason where he takes my dressed beef and turns it into potted meats, canned meats, and sends them back. Okay. So that's the game plan once we get everything up and running. Hey, Thomas Grassi. Welcome, sir. So let me fire up some trains. We'll get some trains going. Today I've got my Burlington steam excursion set up. Get it up and running. I've got my city of Los Angeles. And I have my Burlington Blackhawk. Ooh, that wasn't good. Why do I always do that? Instead of the Burlington Blackhawk, I fired up the commuter and ran a switch. Go figure, right, John Linton? Not even, 15 minutes in? Just over 10 minutes in, and I run my first switch. Heidi ho, Heidi ho. And if I'm not watching out what I'm doing, I'm going to make it worse. All right, we got that one stopped. And excuse me, everybody, while I fix my screw up. Every time I run my Burlington excursion, I want to hum Petticoat Junction. I wonder why that is. for you young people that don't know what Petticoat Junction is, well, sorry. All right. See if I can fix this now. It's amazing how one error just leads to another and another, another. I probably should have changed camera, shouldn't I? All right, now got that one done. Switch that. Switch that. And that. All right. Okay, folks, I'm back. Oh, well, I hope everything comes out at least as or better than expected, because Well, that didn't work so good. All right. Hey, Robert. Sorry I missed you there. La, 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 la. Okay, everybody's talking good. Now we're the. Oh. Hello, Dwight. I think I missed you coming in. All right, I'm gonna have to solve that problem later. Yeah, you're just falling apart, Bernard. All right, so let's do a mail call. Let me get out my happy knife here. All right, and this one is from Mr. John Linton, who's with us today. And it's packed so pretty. Jeez. Figure out how to open this thing, John. What brand are you trying to replace, Dwight? Hello, Jalen CSX. Welcome. I think you're new here, so you're more than welcome. Join the party, so to speak. All right, let's see what Mr. Linton sent me here. Box car. I bet you it's a C and EI. Chicago and Eastern Illinois. I bet. And it is. And John is also a era specific model railroader. And this box car is not from his era. It's got the saw. Oops, over here. Saw blade emblem. I don't know if you can pick up on that. That inner circle looks like a saw blade. All right, and that's not the era that he is modeling. Ooh, it feels like it's weighted properly. It has these metal wheels, John. They look like it. It's an AccuRail boxcar. Metal wheels. And KD couplers. And the couplers are at the right height. So that's good to go. Can I do a real trains instead? As in real modern model trains or real trains? I cannot do real trains. I'm not a rail fanner per se. Alright, let me do some changing on the lines here. I'll show you some model trains. I'll show you the layout here in a second. As soon as I figure it out. Oop, wrong train. Park the double deck commuter. Which should be coming around over there shortly. Hello, John Bannicky. Hey, Jared, welcome. All right, so let's back that double decker away. All right, so that one's set. Change that, change that. Can't change that yet, but I can change that and that. Now, okay. Yes. All right. Now we can watch some trains. H.O. Skill, yes, Jalen. I'm primarily just a model railroader. Very seldom do I do any rail fanning. The Tropicana Juice Train on CSX runs about 5 miles from my house, and I have seen it on a couple of occasions. But there's really not a whole lot of railroad traffic in my area. Hello, Rick. And if I move this over here, and if I put Maybe that one on. Okay. And I guess I should brighten up some of these cameras. Hey, off the rails. Hello, Scott. We could probably zoom in on this camera. Anybody got big plans for the weekend other than being in the hospital? Cuz you gonna be on? Hey, Vinny, cousin Vinny, are you gonna be on tonight then? Well, thank you for the giving the old college try there, cuz appreciate it. All right, bye, Jalen. Mile Railroad's not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. What just clicked on? OTR? Oh, okay, so you'll be on tonight. Good, 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 good. I'm expecting to be able to watch it live instead of playback now that all the family's gone and I've got reverting to my old schedule. Well, John Bannicky, so do I. Yeah, Lee does a live stream at noon on Eastern time on Sundays. And it's usually just a bunch of people doing some modeling and chatting, of course. Let me see about I think everybody likes my overhead shot. So let's do that. I think everybody likes that view. Yeah, but Joe, will it have what you're expecting? I mean, I always get packages when Carol says, all right, I just don't know if it's the one now or the one from a month ago, or it's always a treat, so to speak. Turnouts altogether 72. All right, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 70, 71, 72. 72. And one more has to go in. Put another siding in Union Station. Bye, Vinny. Hurry up and wait. Yes, John, it is. Yeah, my son, who's a mechanical engineer, and was here, and I was explaining the retirement railroad to him, and he just kept shaking his head. I said, "You want to see some of the wiring?" He says, "Oh God, no." Thanks, Voodoo. I appreciate that. It's a plan. The basic plan I've had in my head for generations because I wanted to be able to reverse whole trains, and I can do it on this layout. And actually, I got, originally it was a folded dog bone, and I didn't expect to do the expansion for 5 years or more, but I did it. I went ahead and did it. So, and this view makes it look a little bit bigger than what it is. That long wall to the outside, that's 22 feet, and this area here to here, wall to wall is 9 feet. So, and as many know, this was originally the patio of the house, and then put in two insulated walls because it was always covered. Part of the house's roof is above us. Put in two insulated walls, a lot of glass, and then I got a little portable air conditioner right down here at my side. Bye, Anthony. And the challenge, I mean, it's a decent sized space, but the challenge is all the doors. There's 4 doors to this room, and every wall is nothing but glass and or doors. So it's not like I could hang a second level. Now I did finally do a removable backdrop that goes behind that bridge, so that when the harbor scene is in place, which is currently stored underneath that quarry and refinery area, it makes for better pictures. I got that done early this week before the kids showed up. So right now, I can run up to 4 trains at a time. I don't know if the one is running or not. The little one. Yeah, he's running. Okay. If you watch Aurora over there, you'll see the little Motormen Hustler switcher going back and forth with a covered cement car. At least I think you will. Supposed to go back and forth every 30 seconds, so. Wonder if he's stuck. Huh. Lights on. Well, hell's bells. I'll have to take a look at that. Does the door to the by the bridge go? It goes outward. Yeah. You've got a door here, swings outward. There's a door here that swings inward. So it only opens up part way when the lift out section's in. You got a two 4-foot panel sliding glass door here. You got a couple feet of wall. Then you got two 3-foot panel sliding glass door here. And then all of that is windows. You're here now. You were here before. Did you miss the unboxing of the car, John? Thank you, by the way. Ah, okay. Having breakfast with the neighbors. What, 2 miles down the street? So have you figured out where you're going to put your still yet, John? See if the little one goes back and forth now. Every now and then you have to reset it. 1.5 miles down the road, okay. Okay, Thomas, thanks for stopping in. You have a great weekend too. Looking forward to your the builds, the models you just got in. The gas plant, as I recall, I think it was. Huh. I'm wondering. Hmm. All right, let's. Alright, we got one parked. Let's go ahead and park the other one. Alright, coming into the station. If you look down there, you'll see her coming. There it is. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's open the other box. All right, bye, hi. All right, let's get the other box out. Now, as I mentioned, this one is from a gentleman. His name's John Morris from Caboose Stop Hobbies. He's another customer at Caboose Stop Hobbies. He lives in Kansas. And he's a fellow CB&Q modeler. I guess he felt sorry for me because he was winning all of the postings for the CB&Q items. So let's see what he sent. Right. He sent a lot of confetti. Anybody need confetti? Let's see what we got here. It's an Intermountain. Intermountain. At least an Intermountain box. Might be two things. And this, like I said, I didn't buy this. Like John just gave me that CNEI boxcar. And John Linton, that is. And then John Morris here, just out of the goodness of his heart, said, "Do you like Burlington, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What's your address?" Give my address. And this shows up. So, I don't know if this is just dunnage or if there's something in here. You can't see? Well, that's just SOL. Let me change it. Sorry about that. That better? Or, I could do the other camera. Is that one better for you? I like the other one better because I can look in one direction. There, yeah. And if necessary, I could zoom it in. I could be Heath here and take an hour to do this, right? Saying, "Wow, look at this! Isn't that pretty?" Well, cool. It's a double door, 40 foot AccuRail, boxcar, KD couplers, metal wheels, pretty cool. Hey, Randall. So, and I think this is my first double door. I don't think I have another double door. If I do, it's hiding somewhere. Yep. Cool. Cool. I didn't look on this other one if it's the C and EI. 118,705. 118,705. Yeah, I'm going to have to renumber it, but that's okay. I can do that. All right, now let's see what's in the Intermountain box. Oh, it's a kit. Gonna put this one together. Cool. All righty then. Cool beans. Gives me something to do. Like I don't have enough already. You know, I've been, for a month, I think I've been saying how I'm going to rewire the power districts. Still haven't begun that because I got started over there on Lakeshore Drive and yeah, it's substantially complete at least. So just need more cars, and more cars. Yeah, I'm really happy. These are 3 great box cars, thanks to Mr. John Linton and Mr. John Morris. I'm gonna have to find something nice for each of them. So, well, maybe not for Mr. Linton. Yeah, he knows I got. When I find something, I send it to him. So, anyway, Randall, the Thayer Bandit Ethison. That's pretty good. So what else is everybody up to today? Yeah, OTR, it was yeah, very good loot, and I didn't even have to pay for anything. That was the nice thing. It was easy on the pocketbook. One of my big challenges now is I am literally out of room, out of siding space anyway, for rolling stock. My industries are full. My freight yards are substantially full. And JMRI does not like it when your yards are full. It's hard to bring trains in and out when that happens. So another project is over at IKEA. They've got some rolling drawers. I'll take the casters off, and they'll slip in right down here in the cabinet, and that'll give me some drawer space or off-track staging. You know, I'll make up trains to, like right now I have 5 staging tracks and 1 off-track spot, and I'll just, for each drawer, I'll make 1 or 2 off-track staging areas so that JMRI can generate the trains to either come out of there or go into there. Okay. Well, that's cool, OTR. You know, I don't have any signaling um, on here. I would eventually like to do some block detection, and then use the block detection on my Panel Pro to be able to track where the trains are and what blocks are full, etc. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Okay, Dwight, who's Scooby? Inquiring minds, they gotta know. Okay, Joe, you take care. See, we've been on. How long have we been on? Just an hour. Okay. Hey, Robert, I remember ages ago when you told me that JMRI does not like full yards. You're right. Actually, you know, I've always planned to do JMRI on the retirement railroad, and I did it for Dakota Pro. Started there, but it wasn't until Robert started doing a series on JMRI that I got comfortable enough to start delving into it myself. And you know, I think I do a lot on JMRI, but if you actually go and look at the Panel Pro on JMRI, I'm not doing squat compared to what it's capable of doing. Okay, Dwight. I'll have to look for him. Florida Railroad Dog. Okay. But Dwight, you're in Illinois, right? Hey, Robert, when's Wilmer plan on finishing your Alexandria station? That's looking pretty cool. Ah, okay. Is it 2-rail or 3-rail O scale? Do you know? Every time I look at a Lionel O scale layout, I just totally lose interest. That third rail just turns me off. I know it shouldn't. It just does. And I'm not a prototypical guy. ICR? Don't know who ICR is. Three rails? Okay. I may have seen it. Cool. So you're heading to Pennsylvania, huh? I think that's where he's at. Yeah, you know, I love, you know, you go to some of these Lionel layouts and all the animation going on and everything. That's pretty cool. I still like HO. You know, and I've come to appreciate N scale a lot. because there's a lot of people, when you watch their N scale videos, you can't tell that it's N scale. Half the time I think it's HO until I see a hand. I didn't say that, Rick. I just said I'm not keen on O scale, just because the third rail just looks weird to me. All right, I'm sorry. That's just me. Now, O scale, the 2-rail O scale, that's one of the inspirations of why I got into model railroading. The original model railroad in the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago was 2-rail O scale. And that's what I grew up. I mean, we go to that museum and they've got the German submarine, they got the coal mine, they got all the Mercury and Gemini and Apollo capsules. They got all this neat stuff in that museum. And I'd make a beeline to the model railroad. It was just so cool. And then, of course, what was it, 15 or so years ago, they tore it out. And then BNSF sponsored them, and they put in a really, really cool model railroad depicting to and from Chicago to Seattle. And the downtown Chicago and Seattle ends of it look awesome. That's not what I said, Mystic. You've been smoking that voodoo shit again. Yeah, my eyes and fingers appreciate O scale, that's for sure. Yeah, the new layout, John, in the Museum of Science and Industry. Yeah, I like it actually better. But I mean, as a kid, that O scale layout was huge. It was a fraction of the size of the new one. And I've only seen the new one on videos. I haven't been back to Chicago in 5 years, and I didn't get a chance to go to the Museum of Science and Industry. So we used to go there once every year, there and the Field Museum. You know, our class field trips were always to those two places. Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate guys like Vinny that are doing N scale. And I'm not. I can appreciate it. My eyes aren't what they used to be, but they haven't gone to hell. My hands are not as nimble as what they used to be. I don't necessarily shake, but I don't have as steady of a hand as I used to either. I can imagine, John. All right, Dwight, you lost me. You like all the scares? It's so cool how everybody builds their layouts. Oh, yeah, what they are. So your club layout, what is it, N? Yeah, we lived in the suburbs of Chicago. My dad worked downtown. And during my college years, whenever I'd be back, I'd drive downtown and go have lunch with him. Your typing's gone too, Dwight. Scales, okay. Scales. I got it. 2 in N scale? Okay. All right, John, you take care. Ah. Okay. Whenever we see Dwight enter a chat, we're going to say, how's those scares coming, Dwight? John, Schuylkill River Valley. There's a place down 220, I think it's 220, near the Delaware border, if not over in the Delaware border. I think it's like a little art museum or something. And in the holidays, they have on the second floor or third floor, or whatever, there is a model railroad that's pretty cool, HO scale. I can't for the life of me remember it. Oh, okay, Rick. Yeah, Lee. Well, the double O is just—it's the same size track. It's the same scale. Well, no, same gauge as HO. It's just a different scale. HO being 1 to 87, and what's double O? 1 to 76. Okay, John. Anyway, if you hear of the place and you have the opportunity to go, it's well, you're up in Bucks County now, so that'd be kind of a far drive for you. Opposite side of the Philly Metroplex, so. One to 76. Okay, I see. I still got it. Not that I ever had it. Narrow gauge 3'6". You bet, John. It's in the Brandywine area. I think it's 220 that it's off of, or 202, something like that. I can probably look it up, figure out where it was in the name. Oh yeah, no kidding, John. Painting N scale would just be next to nuts. I've got all these mini print stuff. I had like 2 months worth of mini print stuff I got to paint. You know, I used my first 2 months on the Backwoods Bordello, and I still have a lot more to do. 202. I had all the numbers just in the wrong order, John. Yeah, it's either right before the Delaware border or right after it. I don't know. And my favorite restaurant in the entire country is in that same general area. A fancy place. Oh, something Town Inn. Anyway, great menu. Great menu. A lot of exotic dishes. And it's an old inn, stable, livery type place that they've turned into a restaurant. You know, Civil War, you know, colonial era place. Between getting to Philadelphia on business all the time on my professional career, and then my son-in-law grew up there, and we were back there for my daughter's wedding. which she got married right at the chapel on the Episcopal Chapel at Valley Forge. So that was pretty cool. Newtown Inn? No, it was Dalworth Town Inn, maybe? Dalworth Town Inn. I'm pretty sure. Or something close to that. When you said the new and then town triggered it. Dalworth Town Inn, I think. Hey, Dave, how you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. Well, John Bannicky, we're going to have to start calling you Heath. Oh, okay, John. Then you know the place. You know, they got like duck and venison, goose, and I mean, it is like a 5-star place, or was back in the day, back in the 90s when I used to go there. Dilworth. That was close. Yeah, dip them all one color. That's what I've got a pack of the workers, Chinese and it's like they're 2-color. They're either beige and green or beige and purple or beige and orange. So I got to go through and detail all of them. But I got a ton of seated people now left over. I still got my cops I got to put out. I got some swimmers. I got my beachgoers. And I didn't realize I had this 100-pack of passengers standing, trackside passengers. And I did not realize how many people that lakefront scene over there would take. And if I switch this camera around, something like that. Let's switch the camera. This one. There's 50 people. It ate half a bag. I'm going to have to order like 3 more bags of people because I got a passenger platform to put down in that shot and then a bunch of passenger for Union Station when I start to build it. Yeah, John, you got a bigger space than Heath. Hey, younger Steve, glad you could make it. You're not late. All right, OTR, later, buddy. So, anyway, that now I just need a bunch more cars for the lakefront. Then I got to finish that rail yard down below. Once that's done, then I can move to Union Station, which is just to the right of what we're looking at there in that picture. And let's switch that camera back. Back to this camera. I am wearing the uniform of the day, by the way. I'm going to have to buy a new one This one's getting pretty faded. It's like I'm whispering blame Heath. I need a, you know, a bright one that is like yelling at him. But John, you should have 6 colors on each of them. Just saying. Everybody, just a reminder, Happy Valley Hobbies is typically on soon after me. And then after Edward is Anthony Dodge. Okay, John. Yeah, all right. As long as most of them have at least 6, you're all right. Do they all have different color eyes? I'll check. Trust me. And then, of course, I also have the suburban scene I got to do here. When all that's done, maybe I'll get a 3D printer and do a whole bunch of detail stuff. I have a car that is off the track inside here. I may have to open it up. I think I will open it up. For those that have never seen me get into the Union Station area, let me show you how this works. All these bridges come off. Oh, let's change the camera back to this one. All right. So all these bridges are held in place magnetically, like that. This one comes right off. And this one comes off. Now, I have not had this off since I put all the guardrails and stuff on, so looks like it's painted on. So let me get a screwdriver. There we go. This one comes off. And this one comes, it's painted on too. That's where it's hung up at. Okay, the sidewalk. There we go. All right, so all the bridges are off. Get all the stuff off of here. I've designed this so that I can get in here to Union Station. I knew that it would be one of the last projects, so I designed it where I could get into it later. This backdrop here comes out. Ouch. All right. Well, this just lifts up. And there's my derailed train. I'm glad I lifted it up because there's no way I was gonna get it out without doing so. And I've only had to do this. This is the second time where I've had to take it apart to lift, to get in there, to get to the derailment. And both times it was because I was backing the train into here. Happens is normally the derailment itself actually happens before the tunnel, but I don't catch it, and then it gets in here and kinks sideways and gets caught. Now my plan, and I don't know if looking at it now if it's going to work or not, is to add another siding back here. I'm looking at it and I'm not sure it's going to fit. We'll give it a go. Well, it would have helped if I vacuumed back here. So that's on the to-do list. Anyway, that's how I get underneath there. And that's how I'll be able to get into the Union Station, work on the platforms and the lighting. And I'm pointing where you can't see. But getting in down under here to work on these platforms, the lighting. The Union Station itself, kit will be built here. And it'll be cut out in the center with the staircases going down to about 1/4 of an inch. Still plenty of room here to give that effect. For those who've seen the movie The Untouchables with Kevin Costner and Sean Connery, and the baby carriage scene, that's at Union Station. That's that's the real Union Station in Chicago. So I'm going to try to get that represented the best I can there. So. Yeah, I saw Jerry. Yesterday? He put a video out for the Tropicana juice train. I think it was yesterday. It might have been earlier in the week. Yeah, shipping would kill you from East Coast to Northwest. I built some cabinets back in the day. I don't have the patience for it. All right, let's switch the cameras back. Here. All right. So during operations, like when John Linton would come over, when it's not just me but with other people, I take that divider, that scene divider off. Just makes it easier to see all the switches and so forth. Yeah, the coffee table that Jerry helped Rick with was pretty cool. God, for a while there, Jerry was doing live every day. It seemed like it anyway. Excuse me. Well, I haven't heard my dog bark, so the mailman must not have come. Too bad, because I was really looking forward to seeing what I got from Jason. Oh, by the way, if you're an HO modeler and you're looking for some 60s, 70s, maybe even some 80s rolling stock, Jason's selling off all his out of era, and his era is the mid 50s rolling stock. So do yourself and do him both a favor and take a look. May find something you just gotta have. Uh-oh. All right, let's see if this will. Yeah, Steve, you're doing a lot more modern stuff. I mean, the only reason I do my era, the era I do, is because that's what I grew up with, and I think a lot of model railroaders will like that. Um, Not that Jason grew up in the '50s, because he didn't, but some people have the nice thing about the '50s, and even into the early '60s, you can justify both diesel and steam. And in the grand scope of thing, you can always have an excursion train anyway, in any era. I'm mid '60s, and by that time the Burlington wasn't running steam anymore, other than excursions. So, oopsie, that one's gonna leave a mark. I've still got 3 cars that John Linton gave me. Down here I got to put new couplers on. Got a whoops, that doesn't do them any good. I got a IHC RPO. I got an RCA IHC baggage. And I got a Concord coach. But the Concord coach, I've got to re-letter because it's lettered as a Burlington Northern. And I got to change it over to Burlington. So. And I've got 2 more E9s I still have to put decoders in. I've got my trolley. Oh, there's another Burlington baggage car, Athearn baggage car down there. I've got my trolley. This is what's going to be running around Union Station on a Motorman. At least that's the game plan. I never looked to see if that thing was running again. I'm wondering if the track's dirty. You know, I always say, Bernard, I always say that mine is mid-50s to mid-60s. So, although a lot of my rolling stock is 40s and late 60s. I think the most modern thing I have is 1968, according to the build dates on the cars. Well, how did that get? No wonder I've been having problems. I just noticed my consist is wrong. I go from RPO to sleeper to baggage. Next time it comes around, I'll fix that. Okay, John. You have a great weekend yourself, buddy. All right, Bernard. We'll see you later, buddy. All right, let's fix this consist as it comes around. Because it should go RPO, then baggage. All right, let's see if that works. All right, we got 20 minutes left, guys. What is... Anybody got anything special going on? Lee, I think I'm going to be able to attend your stream on Sunday now that all the company has left and gone home. And I can let my yard go back to crap. At least till Christmas when they all come back again. Sure, everybody leaves and now the train's running flawlessly, right? Go figure. Wonder if the motorman's running right. Looks like it, maybe. Yep, it's working. That's cool. Cool, cool, cool. Put my screwdriver back. And I can put the backdrop back up. Reconnect it. Lighting value. And I figured something out. I figured out I got these guys glued to the wrong spot. Okay. Let's stick them back in there. Where did I put the other bridge? Oh, there they are. There it is. There. All back together. Humpty Dumpty. You can watch that one go round and round and round. And see if we can get her smoking. Must be out of smoke fluid. All right, let's add some fluid. There's one thing I don't like about the phone throttles. If you stay inactive on them too long. Oh, that's why it went. Battery's dead on it. So let's see if I can get it on the other one. There we go. Now it's smoking. All right, what did I miss? I mean, she's a smoking up a storm. Here she comes. There you go, John. So, Bernard, is that enough smoke on there for you? Well, I just popped a different phone on. At the junction, Petticoat Junction. All right, where'd it go? Oh, there he comes. if the train's not smoking enough, we can turn on the brewery and the meat packing plant. We can have all kinds of smoke in this room. I think I put too much fluid in the smoker. I don't know if y'all can see the smoke coming out at the meat packing plant. Let me change. Actually, the camera you're on might, if I had it adjusted right, should be able to see the smoke coming out of the brewery. Right here. And then the meat packing plant is this camera. And there you see the smokestack down there at the end. You see it smoking. Problem is the ceiling fans kind of spoil the effect somewhat. I haven't seen the video yet, Steve. That it just came out right as I was getting ready to go live. So, thank you, Lee. Yeah, they're smoking hogs at the meat packing plant today, and brewing beer at the brewery. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming out on that camera or not. So I got 3 trains going right now. Oh, there he is. Keep looking. Motorman's going back and forth. The ones I have in the smokestacks are Sooths, SUE or EATH, something like that. And they're chimney units. They're not actually smoke units for locomotives. All right, they do a good job. Just make sure you don't run them out of fluid, because you'll burn up the element if you do. And then the consolidated is a BLI, and a lot of the BLI steam locos have smoke units in them. Not all, but most of them. And I don't run the smoke on the loco or on the chimneys unless I'm showing off. Like when my son-in-law was here. Not my son-in-law, my son and daughter-in-law. Anyway, Walthers sells that smoke generator, I believe. Like I say, it's SUEATH, something like that. And they're super simple to install. Now, one for a locomotive, I don't know. You know, those who've been on the channel a long time know how I cussed about BLI, because that thing was a shelf queen for nearly a year. It spent more time back at BLI than it did here. And they finally put an upgraded or a new generation decoder board in it. And between that stopped it from blowing the board all the time. And then I put a power pack or keep alive in it, and that let it run top notch. So now it's my fun go-to locomotive. Kids love it. Wow, we were hovered in right at 2 o'clock. Yeah, Steve, lumber is nuts. We're gonna start wrapping this up. All righty. Yes, John, you have seen the operator. I'm a much better engineer than I am a conductor, right? Not saying I'm a good engineer. I'm just saying I'm a better engineer than conductor. Well, it's typically because I was having to watch out, for John, making sure he didn't screw up, and then I'd screw up. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What did I do with my smoke? All right, I'm gonna have to get some more smoke. This one's nah, it's only halfway down. All right, folks. You didn't do it, John? Okay. God, there's so many Johns. All right, folks, we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank you all for joining me here at the Retirement Railroad Friday Live and Mail Call. Too bad I didn't get that other package in, but we'll save it for next Friday. So, with that, y'all have a great day. We'll see you. Really good herd. Good head and smoke. I'm not touching that. We'll see y'all later. Bye now.